Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my February empties and low buy update. I have 20 empties today and a few declutters, which we will get into. Let's get going. Let's talk about my garbage. Let's see what's leaving my home this month. Okay, where to start? Let's start with the body. I finished a foot scrub. This was in my 2020 Vision Project Pan, and I used this as a body scrub, not so much as a foot scrub. I have talked about this many times, but I do not see a need for a body scrub or a foot scrub in my life. If my feet are in really, really bad shape, I'll just go get a pedicure and let somebody else scrape them until they're bleeding. But for day-to-day use, I don't feel like I need this, and I'm really happy to have another one out of my stash because these are kind of bulky and take up a lot of space if I'm not going to be using them. It's more of a chore to use them up than something I enjoy, but I'm really happy to be down one. Okay, my other body item is this small size body butter from the Body Shop. I bought this probably at TJ Maxx a while back, and I used it actually as a hand cream. This was in the shea butter scent, which I really, really enjoyed. I like that kind of shea butter, cocoa butter smell. And I think these body butters make great hand creams. I love to put this in my purse, and before I drive to work, before I start like a 40-minute drive, I put a little bit on my hands and let it soak in while I'm driving, and by the time I get to work, my hands are feeling great. I might repurpose this jar, I'm not sure, because like I said, I really like to put body butter in this and keep it in my purse, and it's a nice size for that, so we'll see. Okay, on to hair. I finished off a sample of a leave-in conditioner. I would probably never buy a leave-in conditioner. I just use a conditioner in the shower and rinse it out. So this isn't something I'm looking into purchasing the full size of down the road, but I'm glad to have this sample out. It was in my Turn and Burn round 2. So I'm really happy to have another sample out. I also finished this Oribe Après Beach Wave and Shine Spray. This came in my Beautylish Lucky Bag in January of 2018, and I had it in my Drop 10 by Summer, Drop 10 Before Summer project last year. Yeah, I think this was in that project last year. And I used up a good chunk of it, but I never finished it, and then I put it away in a cabinet and forgot about it until like 3 weeks ago, and I was like, I should use this up, and I did. I actually finished it today. It's a good product. I'm sure I can find a nice kind of beachy wave and shine spray for a cheaper price that's more accessible than Beautylish. So I'm probably not going to be repurchasing this, but I'm glad I had a chance to try it out and see what the fuss is all about with the Oribe brand. I don't like the scent, I will say that. I think it's a little perfumey, and I don't like perfumey hair products competing with the perfume that I'm wearing. I find that rude. So I don't like the smell, but I'm not planning on repurchasing it anyways. I have a ton of empties in the face product category, so let's talk about all those. For samples from Turn and Burn, I finished a cleanser and moisturizer from Mary Kay. I finished the Strivectin Advanced Acid Serum, and I finished Philosophy Renewed Hope in a Jar Moisturizer. I don't think any of these sizes are enough to build any sort of opinion on, but I used them, I enjoyed them, and they're gone. I also finished a full-size Mary Kay face wash and moisturizer, so that's pretty awesome. These were both in my 2020 Vision Project Pan, so I'm really happy to have them out of that project because I need to start racking up some empties for that project. And then I finished another face cleanser. This was the Soy Fresh Face Cleanser. This was a gift with purchase or free gift from Sephora, I'm not sure, or like a 100 point perk or something. I really like this brand. I really like this face wash. I don't know if I would invest that kind of money for a face wash. I'd rather invest my money in like moisturizers and serums, but for face wash, I'm pretty sure I would go for something in a more affordable price range. But I think this is really good. It's gentle on my eyes. It leaves my skin feeling clean but not stripped. It has a lovely scent. I like it. And then finally, I finished the sample of the Differin Gel. This is an acne treatment that I received as a gift with purchase from Ulta last year. And I actually have been having some breakouts. I don't know for sure if it's diet related or what, but I have been having breakouts, so I have been treating it with acne treatments. I don't think this is a miracle product. I think this is just as good as some of the over-the-counter, like I pick up at Walmart, like Clean and Clear, you know, Neutrogena, whatever. I didn't think this was as good as the commercials kind of promote it to be, but I'm glad I had it and I used it up. I have two little perfume samples. I finished the MAC My Heroine sample. I'm going to talk about this more in my turn and burn update, so I'm not going to go into detail, but this was possibly the foulest perfume I've ever used in my entire life. It smelled like some kind of bizarre combination of skunk and marijuana. The notes in it were like tobacco and leather. I don't know who would willingly purchase and wear this perfume. We obviously have very different body chemistries if this is a scent that smells good on you, because it smelled absolutely horrid on me. I'm glad it's gone. The only reason I finished it was so that I could keep this as an empty, which is very petty and stupid and foolish, but that's why I finished it, because I wanted this in my empties for next year. I also finished my little French perfume from Hermes, and I've been practicing how to say the name of this perfume. I also did keep the card because I don't speak French, but I've been practicing with my friend Christelle. And okay, here we go. No, wait, okay, here we go. Eau de merveille. How is that? Eau de merveille. Eau de merveille. This is Eau de merveille. Eau de merveille. I cannot speak French. I'm practicing though. Finished it. There was really nothing special about this perfume to me at all. It was a nice scent, but nothing I'm like, oh, I'm gonna miss that now that it's gone. It was okay. It's gone. All right, on to makeup. There are a lot of samples in my empties this month for makeup, but I do have a couple of exciting full-size empties. First of all, the samples. All of these are from Turn and Burn, so that's why I have so many. This is the Marc Jacobs Invisible Eye Primer. I only got one use out of it. I have zero opinions on it. This is the Lorac Perfection Face Primer. Very silicone-y. It was okay, but I don't like silicone-y, slippery primers. I prefer something that feels kind of moisturizing and leaves my skin feeling kind of grippy or tacky, not one that leaves my skin feeling slippery. But I did get several uses out of this, like probably almost a week's worth, and I thought it was okay. Definitely not a rebuy. I finished this Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow primer, and I was left feeling a little bit underwhelmed. Nothing magical happened, so I was kind of hoping for magic. There was no magic, but I think I only got 3 uses out of this. I also finished this itty bitty little sample of Becca foundation. It's really hard to form an opinion when that's all you get. I mean, I thought it was okay. I thought it was good. I wish I had more to really use and practice with. Maybe I will someday go and get a sample from Sephora, but I have years and years worth of foundation to use up before I even consider buying another one, so it doesn't really matter. Who knows if this will even still be around when I'm in the market for another foundation. A sample that I thought was absolutely outstanding, and went to, this isn't really makeup. I don't know why I put this in my makeup empties, but this product is outstanding, and the full size immediately went on my Ulta wish list after I finished this because I want this in my life. I think it is so, so good. Is the Too Faced Mascara Melt Off. This is a makeup remover, so it should have been in my skincare section. And it has this little wand. And there's an oil-based makeup remover in the tube. And you take this and you, oh, don't actually touch your eyelashes, Paula. You put it on your eyelashes, you coat your eyelashes like you would with mascara. And then you could kind of go on top and rub it over your eyeliner or whatever. And then, you know, you rub your fingers over your eyes gently. And then I cleanse my face with like this fresh cleanser. And all of my makeup is gone just like that. It was so, so good. You guys know I've been working on my Gigantic Pond's cold cream, trying to use that up. During the time that I was using this, I was like, Pond's who? Pond's what? I couldn't even remember that product because this did such a good job of getting my eye makeup off that this is really all I would ever need. And so, yeah, I highly recommend this if you can get a sample or if you can use Ulta points to try it out for yourself. I think it is a great, great makeup remover. I also finished an e.l.f. lip exfoliator. I do consider this a makeup empty for some reason. I don't know why, but I always do it. This probably is also more skincare than makeup, but I finished it. This is in my Grey's Anatomy project pan. And I did try to get a couple more uses by digging out of the tube, but I didn't like the consistency when I did that. It was kind of like chunky and not really exfoliating. And so I decided to call it quits after I dug out of there 2 or 3 times. But I'm really glad to have this gone. That means my inventory numbers will be down. I have pulled out another one to work on. It's from Victoria's Secret. And so yeah, I'm just really happy to be down one. And then finally for my empties this month. This is gonna be a sneak peek for tomorrow's video for Pan That Palette, but I finished the bronzer in my Pan That Palette 2018. Here it is, right here, all gone. I normally don't count palettes as empties until the entire palette is gone and the palette is leaving my home. But because of the way I'm tracking my low buy, I needed to talk about this because this counts as a point towards my low buy. So that's why we're talking about it. I'm so happy to have this gone. I had basically finished the bronzer that was in this palette originally and then repressed the very outer edges of what was left with the bronzer and added in some eyeshadow and some other bronzers to kind of finish off the last bit of the bronzer that was in here, and now that's gone. So there were also basically 2 eyeshadows in here as well, but I'm not going to count those for my empties. I'm just happy that this is gone and have one less thing to apply to my face every morning, because I was kind of using this on top of bronzer, which I don't really need to do. So yes, really happy to have this pan gone and another empty product. I have 2 declutters. This doesn't happen often, but it's happening. First of all, this is a nail decor declutter. Inside of this are these little adorable like flecks of plastic, like shimmery iridescent pieces. Here's the thing, they don't stick on my fingers. So like I apply them with some clear coat and then I let that dry and then I put a clear coat on top of it. And there's 2 problems. One is that I can feel those raised bumps on my fingernails and I don't like that feeling. One of the things I really like about a manicure is how smooth my nails feel after a manicure, and I like to do that. I like to like feel the smoothness of my nails, and all I could feel with this was bumps, and it was very annoying. I don't like bumpy nails. But the other thing was that these didn't stay on. They were falling off, and then my nails just looked horrible. So I'm not gonna torture myself by using these. They were gifted to me, but I don't like them, and they are going. And I also found an old Avon Slick Tint lip balm that's in the shade Glossy Wine. That is disgusting and old. I talked about this in my Project 10 Uses, Loves Me Not project update, but I was hoping to put this in that project, and when I actually pulled it out for the first time in years and years and years, it was disgusting. So sad to see it go, sad I didn't use it up, but it's not gonna be worn and it's gonna get tossed. Okay guys, that is it for all the empties. Let's move on to the low buy update. As of last month, I had 10 empties in my bank for low buy. So let's see if I've added to that. I've decided that I am giving myself 7 points towards my low buy bank. And these are the 7 products I am counting. The Decluttered Lip Balm, that is a full-size product. It's leaving my collection. It counts. The Body Shop Body Butter. This is a small size, but it is a size that you pay full price for, and I bought it, so I'm counting it as a point. Yes, this is number 2. Number 3 is the foot scrub. Number 4 and 5 are the Mary Kay face wash and moisturizer. Number 6 is the e.l.f. lip scrub, and number 7 is the bronzer from last year's Pan That palette. So that leaves my total bank of credits for purchases at 17. The question is, did I buy anything? And the answer is I did. I did buy something during the month of February. It wasn't anything bad. It was a little bit impulsive, but nothing really too bad. I have a neighbor who is also on a lot of the Facebook sales groups that I am on, and she posted that she wanted to sell 2 samples of Sunday Riley that she had received, but she wasn't going to use. She said she got them in like one of her beauty boxes, and she was selling them for $20, I believe, and I offered her $18, and she accepted. So I purchased this sample of Sunday Riley A+ high dose serum. It feels very light. It doesn't feel like there's a ton of product in there. And this Sunday Riley CEO Glow Vitamin C Face Oil, which feels like there's a lot more product in here. I mean, just by comparing them, I think you can tell that there's gonna be more product. I bought the 2 of these for $18. I've never tried any Sunday Riley products before. I was curious, and I thought that for $18, the price was right to try out a couple of these products. I don't even know if this is sold yet. It's like a brand new product. That's not why I bought it. But yeah, I did buy these 2, and we are gonna count them against my low buy bank because I paid for them. Normally I would not count samples that I did not pay for, but since I went to the trouble to buy these, I'm gonna count them, and this is gonna affect my numbers. 2 products, that means 4 points are taken from my bank of credits, which leaves me with 14 credits for future makeup purchases. That's a little scary, that's a little eye-opening. I have not bought anything else. I've been tempted, but not seriously tempted. Like, there's things that pop up and I'm like, oh, I want that. Let me see if it's available. Where do I buy it? And I go do some research, but I don't pull the trigger. But my little wish list, it's been growing. Also on my Ulta wish list, a lot of the things that have been sitting there for a while have recently gone on sale, and it looks like they're going to be clearanced out. There were some products from the Urban Decay Cherry Palette release line that were on my wish list, but I never bought, and it looks like they're already being clearanced out. I do have the palette, but like the blush trio and the setting spray, so I might miss out on those. At this point, I feel okay with that. I'd rather not buy them and keep my little bank of credits than blow them on a blush that I don't need. So this is working for me again. This has been another good month where the system is working, and it's really making me think really, really hard about what I want to do with the credits that I have. My Ulta points are building. I have about 3,100 Ulta points sitting in my account over there, which means I could buy over $125 worth of free makeup right now if I wanted to, but I'm not. I haven't, but that's usually what puts me over the edge. Like, it's free, it doesn't count. But the focus for me, again, is to get my numbers down. So even if it's free, I gotta think about it because we want my numbers to go down. So it's hard, but I'm still trying. I'm still working on it. All right, guys, that is it for this update. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.